Hey everyone, today I'm heading to the Botanical Gardens, so come with me. First things first, we need to get ready for the day. I was going to film a bit more of that, but there was this old Chinese dude right next to me, so it was kind of awkward. But anyway, for my outfit, I wanted some more earthy colors and motifs so that my pictures looked really good. Once I got dressed, I did my devotions and packed my things. I brought along my campus and room cards, my AirPods, a book to be artsy, my battery pack, a mask since you need it to ride the subway, and finally a water bottle because I drink water. And then I was ready to go. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I need to bring my student ID so that I get a discount at the gardens. Then I was out the door. The weather was super nice, especially since it has been kind of polluted for the last couple of days. Leaving the school, I scanned my face to open the gate and head out. Before we get going to the Botanical Gardens, however, I met up with some friends for breakfast, and you're never gonna guess where. It's Pizza Hut. And for some reason, they had some collab with Genshin Impact, so that stuff was plastered all over. But anyways, yes, you can get Western breakfast at Pizza Hut, including everyone's favorite, French toast.
我要一个芝士火腿 panini 套餐
I did order ham and egg panini originally, but I think our waitress is new, so there was some confusion as to what they did and did not have. So in the end, I went with the tuna panini meal. It came with yogurt, fruit salad, and a free breakfast drink of choice, all for only about $6 Canadian. Once we had breakfast, I went to the bakery right next door to buy some things for a picnic lunch in the gardens. I almost didn't fit it into my backpack, but I made it work. Then to the subway we went. Getting into the subway, I went through light security, used my Metro card on my phone to scan in, and then I found my train. The Beijing subway system is quite large and confusing, but I enjoy finding my way around it. The station I left off from is actually quite close to the Pizza Hut, and it is on line 13. After a quick trip of one station, I got off the train and walked across the station to transfer to line 10. Line 10 takes us to the station, where I need to go. I also happened to see this advertisement for some fashion week, which kind of sounded interesting. There was a surprising amount of people on the trains for a Saturday morning, but that's by my standards anyway. Eventually we arrived at the meeting point, which is where we would transfer to Xijiao Line. There were a lot of people in line for the train, and I think a good portion of them were heading to the same place we were, since there wasn't too many other popular destinations on this line. In fact, to keep the traffic manageable, there was this guy holding the end of a plastic tape that would only allow a certain amount of people through at a time, since each person needed to scan individually to get into the waiting area for the train. Once we made it through, we squished our way through the crowds and boarded the train. The Botanical Gardens were only a few stations away, but it was still a good 20 to 30 minute ride. What's different about this train is that it goes quite far into the outskirts of Beijing, meaning that stations were farther apart and it sometimes went underground to pass under highways. You actually have to swipe out of the main subway system in order to board this line, but the view out the window is quite interesting. Upon arriving at our station, we were welcomed by this very loud recording telling us we didn't need to scan our cards to leave the station. We crossed the street, pulled out our student IDs, and went to go buy tickets. Normally they cost 5 yuan or $1, but it was half price for students, which was a really good deal. At about this point, we had seen enough, so we decided to start heading back. We crossed the road again and joined the crowds making the journey towards the main subway system. We once again squished our way onto the same train that took us here. Just like last time, the train was packed with people. Getting off the train was a very similar story to getting on. Long lines of crowds of people. Eventually, we followed the masses back to line 10, where we would backtrack our way home. I was so tired of walking all day, so I was very happy to have managed to snap up a seat for a couple of stations. Then I made my way to transfer to line 13, which meant only one more station until I had arrived back at home. Before heading back to school, I decided to grab a matcha latte at Starbucks since I hadn't been for a while. It perfectly matched my pants, which made me happy. Then I walked back to our school gates, scanned my face to enter back in, and finally arrived back at my dorm. And that was that. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey today. We will see you in the next video. Bye bye.